utility that I wrote. I actually wrote this, I think, sometime last year, and I kind of forgot about it. And I was reminded of it when I was at Kscope 14 in Seattle this year. So I decided, oh gosh, why don't I go dust that off and just send it out there with the rest of the utilities I make, because there's people that are definitely interested in this and can benefit from it. So, what is Camshaft? It's just a simple Java utility that works with the Essbase API to run MDX queries against a particular cube, and then output the results in a little nicer format than what people can get with MaxL. So, why the name? Actually, well, it's named after our venerable Essbase ace director, Cameron Lackpour, who actually had mentioned this tool, or the need for this tool, sometime last year, which is why I just wrote it up. So first of all, let's take a look at the problem, if you will. Here's just a simple MaxL query. I log in. I run an not an MaxL query. It's an MDX query inside of a MaxL script. So we log into a server. We fire off the MDX query, and we're going to send it to the results of that statement to a text file. So let's run this command real fast. Okay, so that ran, and let's look at the output. So here we have the output of that. So we have a little bit of extra junk here. We have the original query itself with blank lines, some headers, some text, ASCII art, or to delimit the table columns and whatnot, and then another OK statement. So what a lot of people are doing is running this through a script or a load rule with a lot of sort of magic on it. Skip this number of lines, split this up, replace the parentheses with nothing, blah blah blah. It's kind of a mess. So is there a better way to process or output this data? Well, yeah. Since if you write the tool yourself, you can output it however you want. So that's where this Java utility comes in. So as with most of the tools that I put out there, this is just an executable jar, so we don't have any real concerns with the class path and some other fun stuff that you usually get with Java programs. Let's run it with no parameters and see what our options are. So we have to give it a server, we have to give it a username and password to log in with, an app, a database, the query, and then we have one other option for we can suppress headers on the output. So let's build a query real fast. So we'll run this jar file. Let's say the server is it's a local server here. User equals the admin. Password is super secret. Please don't tell anyone. The app is just ASO SAMP. And lastly, in terms of defining the database to do the query against, we have sample database. We'll give it the query. I've prepared the query over here. Since there can be spaces and stuff in the query, we need to put it in quotes. So I'm going to do that. So start quote, here's the query, end quote, and I can launch it. That's enough parameters for now, so I can run this tool. A lot of this output is just stuff we get from the Essbase API. I did not specify an output file, so it actually just dumped the results to the console. So we can just see that it worked, but let's run it again and now specify a file to output that to. So that generated the test.txt file. Let's open that up. Here you can see that file. You can't see it because I'm not showing it right now. Let's turn on show invisibles. So we can actually see that a tab is being used to delimit the different values in here. So if you had an Essbase load rule, you could easily just say, split the file based on tab, and then you'd be able to get to the data pretty easily. Also notice we're not putting parentheses around all the member names, so that makes that would make parsing a little easier. And just to kind of hit this home, let's paste this output into Excel, because when we do that with a tab delimited data set, it'll actually automatically split it for us. So this is just so we can kind of see what the output looks like in a more easy manner, but we wouldn't actually run it this way, because since we want to be able to automate this. So here's the output we got from that MDX query. It looks right. We have the headers, also, however many columns we have, the headers get scooted over that many times. So notice that they start in column B with nothing in column A, and then we have those measures in column A with all the data. So this file would be a lot easier to parse with a load rule without having to resort to some of the regular expressions or some other things. So that's what this tool is. It's free. It's available if you just go to my blog. There should be a link on this video. So I hope this helps people out. I've certainly used it a few times, and it should be um, just a nice add to your tool chest, or a way to clean up your existing automation if you are using MDX queries to output files and load rules. So if you have any questions, of course, just email me, post on the blog, or hit the forums. Anything works. And good luck. Thank you.